What's up guys, it's Brandon Flash. Today we're in the garage because we're gonna install a Drawtite trailer hitch on my Model S. Pulled it forward quite a bit, so now let's get under the car. I'm gonna grab some tools first, but we're gonna have to start with removing these large fins, and then we'll remove the side smaller fins. And then that will allow us to remove the forward bolts, and then we'll be good. All right, we've got the rear bumper off. I just removed the rear bumper bar right there. So there are 4 15mm, so right, those 4. Then we're gonna go ahead and remove these 4 on either side. We're gonna go ahead and move that because that gets replaced or put in a different spot with the trailer hitch. And then over here, so this bumper's clearly been off before. This fell out when I took it out, so I put some Gorilla Glue on it, and I just have those vice grips holding it in place so that the Gorilla Glue can dry. Put a little bit of glue on that one as well because it was kind of loose. So clearly this bumper has been off probably by a body shop, and it's time to repair it. Got those all tightened down. Now it's time to spray paint those bolts. Okay, so I've put some masking tape on the bottom side of the rear bumper. And then I do actually have the stencil in here taped in place, so that'll help me, and then I'll cut it out. All right, it's time to cut that out. I've got my angle grinder here. Probably not the best tool for this, but I should be able to make it work. And let's hope we don't mess it up. So it looks like this might have gone actually better than I expected. I might have to clean this up a little bit, but that's to be expected. But yeah, I'll remove some of these chunks and see if I need to make any of these holes bigger, but otherwise, I think as far as overall cutting went, that went quite well. Obviously I didn't go all the way through in some of these spots, but it's hard to tell with the paper on top. So I would rather have it be not through enough on the initial stage and then have to cut more rather than cutting too much initially. All right, took a bit of a lunch break and to allow the glue on the bumper to dry. So now let's get back at it. The good news is that we have the bumper back on. It's fitted better than it was. But I do have these clamps on here because there's a retainer that attaches to the bumper back here. That's what that inner screw attaches to. And both of those were broken off from the bumper. I tried gluing them when they were outside of the car or when the bumper was off the car, but even just bumping them in the process of installing the bumper popped them back off. So I've put these clamps in place and this gaffer's tape that can kind of help keep tension on it. And that way the glue should dry in place, and then that way the bumper fitment will stay. Because right now the bumper fitment is actually better than factory. Well, the hitch is installed, the bumper is reinstalled. I do have the bumper still clamped here, just kind of getting things cleaned up here. I did latch it, but just carefully set it down like that. Now I'm kind of just cleaning things up. I lowered it off the jack, shutting this. And then I'm actually just gonna back it into the garage here, so that way those glue spots can dry overnight. And I'll leave this open, of course, while it's drying. But got to back it up so that I can close the garage door. Take this opportunity to try out my new camera setup here. Hopefully audio is really good. If you made it this far, that hitch install was not the most fun. If you're looking to do a hitch install, I would probably recommend not doing it yourself. I would consult with a professional unless you have a lift that you can use. It's just going to make your life so much easier to have someone else do it. Even if it does cost money, obviously, but it's simply not worth the headache in my opinion. There are so many fasteners underneath the bottom of a Model S. I think there were 4 different styles and then a whole bunch of plastic fasteners. Overall, just a complete and utter headache as far as disassembly and reassembly. You have to kind of squeeze the hitch through the hole in the bumper that you create. You have to create a hole in the bumper. That's intimidating enough for most people. Not to mention there's a decent chance that those brackets on the side of the bumper, they might come off if your bumper's been off before and people haven't been careful. That's why I had to use the clamps and the glue.
Anyway, if you made it this far, hit that like button down below. Hopefully this was helpful. If you want to see my future content, hopefully you do, hit that subscribe button. This quality here is kind of a taste of what's to come, hopefully. Obviously, I'll still do a lot of iPhone videos, especially the road trips. Almost all of those are filmed with my phone. But sometimes when I do these like studio style videos, or if I do some talking topics, this will be the setup I'll use. If there's a video you guys want to see, certainly comment it down below. I'm always open to ideas. I try to keep it kind of a road trip or travel video on Tuesdays, and then kind of a how-to information, something of that sort on Fridays. Do you guys like that schedule? Hopefully you do. Comment down below. Thank you guys for watching.